Is EFCC saying that MAGU is innocent, or who is guilty here? Because they said MAGU didn't misappropriate seized assets. Rather, EFCC replies MAINA's witness saying that MAGU did not misappropriate seized assets. So why did he actually go through all those stress the other time? Why did they have to, take him into police custody, into DSS custody, and the salami panel and the likes that he was really facing at that time? But anyway, we'll bring more details about all of this to you shortly. But please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell, and as well give our videos a like. Okay guys, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the details of this report, as it says that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on Friday defended the allegation that its former acting chairman Ibrahim Magu misappropriated 222 properties worth 1.63 trillion naira recovered by the Abdul Rashid Maina-led pension reform tax team. Counsel for the EFCC, Muhammad Abubakar, said the allegation made by one Ngozika Ihuoma could not be proved. Ihuoma, who is the first defense witness in the trial of Maina for 2 billion naira fraud, had made the allegation during his testimony in Maina's defense before the court. Ihuoma had told the court on Thursday that the properties were handed over to the EFCC and sold by Magu to his friends and associates. The witness said a petition written to the Attorney General of the Federation led to the setting up of the Ayo Salami-led Judicial Commission of Inquiry, which probed Magu for allegation of corruption and abuse of office. Ihuoma had said Magu admitted before Salami that he shared and allocated most of these properties to most of his friends, associates, colleagues under some presidential directives, but failed to make available to the commission the evidence of that presidential directives. However, during cross-examination by the EFCC counsel on Friday, the witness admitted that no document to prove the allegation against Magu was brought before the court. Did you tender in court the purported petition to the AGF against Magu and the EFCC that led to the setting up of Ayo Salami panel? You did not tender proof that Magu confessed the allegations. You said that the report of the Ayo Salami panel indicted Magu, but did not tender the said report submitted to President Muhammadu Buhari about the activities of the panel, Abubakar said. Maina is standing trial for allegedly laundering money to the tune of 2 billion naira. Meanwhile, the new chairman of the EFCC, Abdul Rashid Bawa, on Friday said the agency would create an intelligence directorate to steer it towards proactive and intelligence-led investigation. Bawa said he would fight corruption and not corrupt persons. According to a statement by the EFCC spokesman Wilson Uwajare, titled "Bawa Assumes Office," says fight against corruption will be intelligence-driven. The Anti-Graft Commission chairman said the new directorate would ensure a proactive response to the fight against corruption. He said, "We are going to digitalize our processes, and we are going to create a new full-fledged directorate of intelligence to enable us gather intelligence so that we will be proactive in our fight against economic and financial crimes. And by so doing, we will also provide the government with necessary quality advice that will lead to good governance." Well, you can see how this case is actually going. There's hardly a case in Nigeria that at the end of it all, it won't turn into something else. Imagine how Magu was probed the other time. A lot of things were beginning to, come out of that Ayo Salami-led Judicial Commission at that time. A lot of things almost came out, but somehow, just because some people do not want to get involved, they don't want their names called, somehow they try to push the case and sweep that case under the carpet so that it would not come out. Because I could remember when MAGU said if he mentioned some names in the whole of these things, that in fact Nigeria will fall apart. After I made that statement, that was how a lot of things, just begin to change. There was a lot of changes in the way he was probed during his detention with the DSS. So many things had to change at that very point in time, because he was actually saying that Nigeria is corrupt. It is not his problem. He said there were directives from the presidential area where they told him to do this and do that, and now there's problem and nobody wants to take responsibility for it. Everybody's trying to put the blame on him, Magu. And he said, if I begin to mention him, remember he said some of these assets were even sold and shared to politicians, friends, and all of that. But somehow they said, okay, mention some of the people. And that is what this Ihoma was saying, that if you said these people are actually involved, who are the presidential people that actually asked you to do this? Don't they have a name? But somehow, these things once it has to do with government, they just try to sweep it under the carpet, because once their names are mentioned, that could blow up a whole lot of issues in the country. So really, they're trying to hide a lot of things from the public. Yes, remember then that himself and Malami actually had some issues, and I believe that was why Malami was trying to, implicate him. But somehow Malami seemed to forget that if this guy mentioned names, he himself is not going to be saved from that. He actually forgot that his name will be mentioned, and if his name is mentioned, you know how that could be to this very administration. So they are trying to hide all of these things, not to come into a public space, and for others not to be aware. But in the first place, he never thought about it when he wanted to implicate Magu, because he felt Magu would not talk about it, or I don't know what he was thinking that made him really want to implicate him. That was how Magu was taken out from that office, how he stopped being the acting chairman and all of that. And, somehow his deputy was sworn in and all. And now we have Abdulrashid Bawa now as, the EFCC chairman. But all the same, it is all good. He is going to have some peace, but really I think corruption should really have to stop, irrespective, because we are not even expecting EFCC to be involved in all of this mess. Because if you are the ones probing people, how come you are now being probed? We shouldn't even hear anything about corruption in the EFCC, that anti-graft agency. We shouldn't hear anything of corruption in those areas. So if the anti-graft agency is involved in corruption, so which other bodies in the country would not be involved? That is what Nigeria is today. But all the same, my people, thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say about this, please drop it in the comment section, and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.